Welcome to C.M.P lab. In today's class, we are going to see Bodmas. Bodmas is the acronym that helps students remember the order of arithmetic operation. The B means bracket, the O means O for order. The order there is index or exponential or power. The D stands for division, the M stands for multiplication, the A stands for addition, and the S stands for subtraction. Now, why is Bodmas important, or why is it necessary to have the knowledge of Bodmas? Now, let's take this simple question to illustrate. Now, we have 14 minus 3 times 4. We have two types of arithmetic operation in this single mathematical expression. And now, which of them we obey first is going to affect our result. Okay, now let's obey subtraction first. We have 14 minus 3, and that is 11. So that 11 times 4 will give us 44. Okay, now if we have the same 14 minus 3 times 4, okay, now let's obey multiplication first before subtraction. So that we have 14, 3 times minus 3 times 4 will give us minus 12. Okay, so that 14 minus 12 will give us 2. Okay, now you can see how or why Bodmas is important. Meanwhile, this is wrong and this is correct because we obeyed Bodmas here. All right, this one went against Bodmas. Okay, now we have the next question here on the board, which says simplify 4 plus 5 times 6 divided by 2 minus 12 divided by 4 times 2 minus 1. We have 4 types of arithmetic operation in this single mathematical expression. Okay, now we are going to give preference to which one stands first in the order of arithmetic operation. Okay, we are going to give preference in solving. Okay, as we solve, we are giving preference to which one stands first in the order of arithmetic operation. So we solve from left to right. Okay, now we have 4 plus 5 times, okay, we are actually going to divide first, okay, because division stands higher in the order of all other arithmetic operation in this mathematical expression. So, but first we put this in a fraction form, minus 12 divided by 4 times 2 minus 1. Okay, all right, so that 2 cancel itself, 1 cancel 6, 3. Now we are doing the actual division now. Okay, 4 cancel itself, 1 and goes into 12 3 times. Okay, so that we have 4 plus 5, okay, times 3 minus 3 times 2 minus 1. So we are done with division. Okay, all right, so the next thing will be multiplication because it stands higher. Okay, so we have 4 plus 5 times 3, so we have plus 15. Okay, so that we have here minus 3 times 2, we have that's minus 6, so that we have minus 1. Okay, so the next thing will be addition because addition stands higher in the order. Okay, so we have 4 plus 5 and that's 19. We have 19. Okay, minus 6, all right, minus 1. All right, lastly is subtraction. We solve from left to right, so we start here, 19 minus 6, okay, and that is 11. We have 11 minus 1. Okay, so that 11 minus 1 is equal to 12. Okay, now the next question is simplify 14 plus bracket open 8 minus 2 times 3 bracket close. Okay, now you know that bracket stands first, the very first in the order of arithmetic operation. So we are going to give preference to what's inside the bracket before anything else. Okay, so proceed, go solving what's inside the bracket first. inside the bracket we have 8 minus 2 times 3, or we start with multiplication, okay, because it's higher. 2 times minus 2 times 3 will give us 8. That we have 8 minus, that's minus 2 times 3 will give us minus 6, okay. All right, so that we have here that 14 plus 8 minus 6 will give us, that is 2. All right, so that we open the bracket with an invisible 1 outside the bracket. That's plus 1 times 2. We have 14 plus 2. So that 14 plus 2 will give us 16. Okay, give us 16. All right. Okay, we have the next question here on the board. 3 raised to the power of 2 divided by 4, bracket open, 10 times 2 minus 4, bracket close. So now we start with what's in the bracket. Okay, we give preference to the bracket, so we have 3 raised to the power of 2 divided by 4. Okay, so that 10 times 2 is 20, so we have 20 minus 4. Okay, so that 3 raised to the power of 2 divided by 4, right? 3 raised to the power of 2 divided by 4, bracket open, 20 minus 4 will give us 16. Okay, we have bracket close. Okay, we are done with what is inside the bracket. Now we look outside. Now we have 3 raised to the power of 2. Okay, and this is what we'll solve for first, because I told you, because the next in the order is O, which is off, which I told you, off or order, which I told you stands for exponential or power. Okay, now this is an exponential, this is a power here. Okay, so now 3 raised to the power of 2 is 9. Okay, so we have 9 divided by 4. Okay, bracket open, bracket close, 16. All right, so now the next thing we write this as a fraction is a division. Okay, is a division. Okay, which is next. So we have 9, okay, all over 4. All right, now what's binding this and this? Okay, we have, all right, let's put it here in this form first. Okay, like that. Okay, so that we know that what's binding these two expression is multiplication. So we can decide to put this like this, all over 4 times bracket 16 all over 1. Okay, we write this in a fraction form, which is all over 1. All right, yeah, all over 1. Now 9 times 16 will give us 144. Okay, so that 1 times 4, 4 times 1 rather, will give us 4. Okay, and 4 cancel itself, 1 go into 144, that's 36 times, so that we have equal to 36. Okay, we have the next question here on the board. Simplify 1800 divided by parenthesis open 10, press open, bracket open, 12 minus 6, bracket close, plus bracket open, 24 minus 12, bracket close, and press close, parenthesis close. All right, so now we are asked to simplify this, and if you look, we have multiple enclosure, many enclosure in this single mathematical expression, but we are going to start with the inner enclosure. Okay, we're going to start with the inner. Okay, when it comes like this, we start with the inner enclosure. Okay, so we start with the bracket. All right, so we have 1800 divided by parenthesis open, we have 10. Okay, we have got the brace here, so we have 12 minus 6 is 6, so we have 6. Okay, so we have plus 24 minus 12, we have 12. So okay, so that it still go, because we are not done with the enclosures, so we still go have 10, have a brace here, and we use an invisible one outside here to open the bracket. So 1 times 6, we have 6, plus we do same here, plus 1 times 12, we have 12. So we have Now the bracket is gone, so we are left with the breast. So have 1800 divided by parenthesis open 10, have a breast here. So we have 6 plus 12 will give us 6 plus 12, 18. We have 18. Okay, parenthesis close. And then to open the breast, we use 10 outside the breast to open that. We have 10 times 18. We have 1800 divided by 180. Okay, we have 180. So the breast is gone. We are left with just the parenthesis, and then we use an invisible one outside to multiply. Okay, so that so we have 1 times 180, so that we have 180. Okay, so that if we write this in the fraction form, you see we have 1800 all over, okay, 180. Okay, so that 0 cancels itself and 18 cancels itself 1. I'm going to 180 10 times, so that we have equal to 10. All right, so we have here, have here, have here, to here, to here, to here.